Are you the kind of person everyone likes? Always surrounded by people, lots of friends, a strong presence, a very active social life? Or maybe you've even wondered if you should be more like that, putting yourself out there just to feel accepted. But deep inside, there's a subtle unease, a kind of emptiness that likes, applause, or invitations can't seem to fill. It feels like the closer you get to the world, the emptier you become, and the more distant you feel from yourself. And no matter how hard you try to live a positive and productive life, something still doesn't quite fit. If this resonates with you, it's time to hear what few dare to say. Why do naturally charismatic people, full of connections and seemingly vibrating at high frequencies, feel spiritually blocked? Why, despite so many courses, books, and practices, does your manifestation feel like it's going nowhere? And if you feel the call to solitude, should you carry guilt for wanting to step away from the crowd? There is something in this contrast between social exposure and inner emptiness that few understand. And the answer to this tension could be the turning point in your spiritual journey. There's a hidden paradox. The same energy that draws people in and feeds your social image might be sabotaging your ability to manifest quantum realities. This happens when that energy is misaligned with your essential vibrational field, the one that connects directly to the all. True manifestation doesn't respond to popularity, but to vibrational coherence. And if you are a chosen one, it is essential to understand how this affects your life on a deeper level. In this video, you're going to understand why being constantly surrounded by people will inevitably sabotage your manifestation power. I'll show you how quantum manifestation actually works, and why you need to step out of dispersion to reclaim your creative power. If you already recognize the truth in this message, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and write in the comments, "I choose to be a co-creator." Because today, you're going to remember who you truly are: the popularity and the energetic hijacking. At every moment, your energy field interacts with everything around you. Even without touching someone, just looking already creates a vibrational exchange. But what few realize is that most people carry dense energies, disconnected from the all. They live unconsciously, asleep in the matrix, vibrating in low frequencies and filled with negativity. They've become a product of the system, and this deeply affects those who are more sensitive. The issue isn't being liked. It's losing yourself in the effort to maintain those connections at any cost. The quantum field doesn't respond to how visible you are, but to how internally coherent your vibration is. It doesn't recognize effort, only vibrational truth. Where there is noise, there is interference. Where there is dispersion, there is no manifestation. Every social stimulus pulls and fragments your energy in different directions. It's an energetic hijacking. Constant exposure demands adaptation, compromise, and often the suppression of your essential self, just to fit into an external mold. And the more you try to please everyone, the further you drift from what the quantum field can recognize as a clear vibrational identity. This isn't something people do consciously, nor is it a demonic act. It's just how the universe works. The universe operates by coherence, not performance. Being a chosen one means preserving that coherence above all external expectations. If you live in constant social interaction, know this: it comes with an energetic cost. Your energy is a precious resource, and it can be drained without you even noticing. Popularity can be a subtle form of energetic sabotage. Fragmentation is the greatest risk for anyone who wants to manifest consciously. The field only responds to stable patterns, continuous frequencies, vibrations that don't shift with the environment. It's no coincidence that in ancient traditions, sages and masters sought retreat. In the tarot, the archetype of the hermit, representing the path of the wise one, walks alone, not out of isolation, but to preserve and intensify his light and knowledge. That's ancestral wisdom. The need to fit in often turns us into edited versions of ourselves. Versions that please others but don't create realities. That are accepted but don't manifest. Only a similar one can please another similar one. And a chosen one who is always surrounded hides their vibrational potential to appear common and friendly. Quantum manifestation requires surrender, but above all, loyalty to the self. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you are. Imagine a radio trying to tune into its ideal station while someone keeps turning the dial. That's what it's like to try manifesting in the midst of vibrational oscillation caused by excess external stimuli. You must find your frequency and stay on it. Only then will the universe know exactly how to respond to you. The isolation as an initiatory phase of the chosen one. It's not ego, rebellion, or rejection. It's heightened sensitivity. The chosen one feels things first, sees what others don't, and therefore needs silence to process the invisible. They carry an inner radar that picks up subtle frequencies and movements within the field. And when external noise becomes louder than their own perception, they naturally pull away. This isn't weakness, it's protection. Solitude isn't a rejection of the world. It's true compassion and solidarity. In this context, it's an act of courage and love. Self-love, but also love for the all in its creations. Those who step away from the collective to refine themselves return more whole, more truthful, and more powerful. A light for the collective shadow. Isolation isn't the absence of affection, but spiritual maturity. It's not escape, it's preparation. And the world needs, more than ever, prepared beings. We live in an age where we're expected to be constantly available, connected, present. But the true chosen one knows that the most important connection is with their inner source. Those who give in to excess lose the clarity of their purpose, and when purpose becomes blurry, life feels heavy, scattered, and directionless. Silence reveals what noise hides. Enlightenment doesn't happen in the crowd. It happens in the pauses. It's in the spaces between the noise that we hear the voice of the soul. And the more aligned you become with the all, the more you realize you don't need approval to exist. Unification happens when identity stops being a social performance and becomes a divine expression within you. Solitude isn't about being antisocial or outdated, unloving or unloved. It's the complete opposite. It's recognizing that your presence is too sacred to be wasted in disconnected environments. The chosen one doesn't isolate out of superiority. They step back because they understand the value of their frequency. And when they return, they do so with intention, with purpose, with light. They don't withdraw to escape. They retreat to serve better. Only a chosen one aligned with the all truly holds the power to help and transform those around them. Ascension doesn't come through more interaction, but through more integrity. Being attuned to the rhythms of the cosmos is like learning to dance with the universe. And that dance doesn't happen in the chaos. It begins in the heart. That's why many who awaken feel out of place. The world still doesn't understand those who vibrate beyond appearances. But the all does. You are not lonely. You are being fine-tuned. Each moment of retreat is a silent orchestration for something much greater. And remember, the all cannot be outgiven in generosity. Blessed are those who seek to evolve, for they will begin to radiate evolution to others. That's why the generosity of the All is infinite. The more you elevate, the more it pours joy and love upon you. And guess what the greatest catalysts of quantum manifestation are? Love and joy. The more you receive, the more you radiate. That's what it means to be chosen, to become a living channel of elevation, even when no one is watching. If this content is already expanding your awareness, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If not, subscribe now and become an Eisenither. Here you'll be part of a community of chosen ones, striving to reach their highest point. How quantum manifestation really works. Manifesting is not about wishing hard or repeating affirmations non-stop. True quantum manifestation happens when there is vibrational consistency, when your energy is in harmony with what you want to experience. It's not about impressing others with your goals, but about diving deep into your own field and listening to what it's asking for. The universe doesn't respond to shouting, but to silent coherence. The more you distance yourself from external noise, the clearer your frequency becomes. Living in constant pursuit of external approval is one of the most dangerous traps for any chosen one. When you believe you need others' recognition to feel valid, you begin to disregard the wisdom of your inner world. Understand the subtle point here. In this posture, what is outside is perceived as more valuable than what is inside. This is the heart of the energetic dissonance that blocks your ability to manifest what you desire. Hermes Trismegistus taught in one of his Hermetic laws, what is above is like what is below. What is within is like what is without. If you unconsciously believe your inner world holds less value, so much so that you deny solitude and only seek external approval, how could you ever expect to govern your external reality? This creates a distortion between what you display and what you truly vibrate. Manifestation then becomes confused, blocked, because the universe does not recognize a divided being. There must be unification between intention, thought, feeling, and action. The fear of rejection is another silent barrier. Many fear that by changing their vibration, they'll lose relationships, opportunities, even their identity. But evolution is not loss. It is realignment. If you suppress your transformation just to maintain old ties, you are denying your right to grow. It's a rejection of evolution as a path to becoming your best self. The social self may try to resist, but the essential self will always find a way to emerge, especially when the soul is calling for expansion. And now, I'm going to reveal the keys to unlock manifestation. The first key to true manifestation is silence. It's not about cutting off contact or living alone on a mountaintop. It's about how you interpret connection. Who do you allow into your field? What thoughts do you feed when no one is watching? To silence is to learn how to listen to what vibrates beyond words. That's where higher guidance lives, the voice of the All, guiding you without noise. It's not wrong to connect, love, or build relationships. You can and should cultivate meaningful environments. But all of that must align with your vibrational intention. It's not about the number of people around you, but the frequency those relationships carry. So how do you know who you can connect with? Let your intuition guide you. Set your rational mind aside and just feel the field. Trust your inner voice. It always knows. I have several videos here on the channel about how to hear and discern the voice of the All within you and how to speak with it. I'll leave the link in the pinned comment below this video. Another key to awakening your power of quantum manifestation is to create rituals of recalibration and energetic restoration. Practices like meditating, focus study, pursuing excellence in something, writing daily, whatever it may be, spending time in nature and so on. These are all high-frequency activities. Don't underestimate the power of these actions. They don't just clear out the noise, they build coherence. Manifestation is born from a clear mind and a steady heart, not from a packed social schedule. Choose something in your life to master, regardless of your age or season of life. This alone will naturally give you focus, purpose, and a reason to step away from distractions. Mastery in any area returns you to creative solitude. It doesn't push others away. It refines. It doesn't deny the world. It filters what enters. And it is from this place of focus that the quantum field recognizes your vibrational pattern as true. The alchemist does not work in the public square. He works in the temple, far from the noise, because he knows transmutation requires silence. Manifestation is a spiritual alchemy, and for it to occur, you need discipline, surrender, and presence. When you allow yourself that space, the universe understands that you're ready, and it responds with divine precision. The call to reconfiguration. If you saw yourself in this video, you've already understood that popularity can be both a blessing and a prison. What defines that is your level of alignment with your true self. The path of quantum manifestation requires authenticity and vibrational clarity, and those who feel the call to elevate know you can't rise while carrying the weight of social masks. The chosen one learns to distinguish the sound of applause from the echo of the spirit. They understand that being accepted is not the priority, but being whole is. The spiritual journey isn't fueled by likes, but by awareness. True enlightenment happens when you stop splitting yourself and start becoming whole. And when that happens, the quantum field recognizes you as a co-creator. You weren't born to please, you were born to manifest. The entire universe is waiting for your coherence to reorganize itself around you. If you felt this truth in your heart, you're already part of this new consciousness. For those who made it this far, comment, "I already know the path to manifestation." I'll recognize your victory and your spiritual commitment for making it to the end, and I'll reward you using my intuition to select another one of my videos as the next message the All wants you to see. I'll reply with a special link. Don't forget to let your like in this video and subscribe. Here at Izenitha, you'll find content made by a chosen one for chosen ones. And remember, you are not here to find a purpose. You are the purpose experiencing itself. Thank you for watching until the end. I hope to see you in the next video. A life of infinite possibilities awaits you.